Probably this is the first time you're coming to my channel. This is Stash Views, and why I say probably is because this is my first video. So what a better way to start off a YouTube channel about movies and nerdy stuff and that kind of stuff than for the audience to get to know me. I go by many different nicknames, but what you always hear my name is Stash. Whether it's Little Stash or Stash List or Dances with Stashes, the Stash name's always there. So, Stash Views, I'm Stash, and these are my views on movies, comic books, maybe a little wrestling, movie reviews, all kinds of stuff, TV reviews. So, let's get into my top 5 favorite movies of all time. Start off the list, probably my favorite director, Quentin Tarantino. This is Django Unchained. Now you may be thinking, oh, it's a Western, he likes Westerns. No, that's not the case. I'm not a big Western fan. But this movie is freaking amazing. Jamie Foxx is a kick-ass actor in this, kick-ass cowboy. Now, the reason why I like this movie so much, because you have a fun, I ain't gonna say comedy, but you have a fun movie for about the first hour of this movie. 45 minutes to an hour. You have Django and the doctors just going around getting bounties, fucking shit up. Because they're badass. That's what you do when you're a badass. You do what you want. So, Django, hey Doc, I need to go get my wife. So, they go to Candyland, which, right there, is on Candyland. And that's going to be Leonardo DiCaprio. Basically, they have to go through him to get Django's wife, which makes an excellent, excellent, excellent movie. It reminds me very much of a TV series, how much it changes. Like you have the fun starting up plot of Django and the doctor till their obstacles at Candyland, until there's a lot of actors left out the movie for the final scene. Samuel L. Jackson in it, Quentin Tarantino, blood, badass, must watch. So that's number 5. Number 4 is a cult classic black comedy, Friday. Now, this movie, it's not often I laugh out loud. Like in my head I know something's funny or whether it's not. But this movie will always make me laugh out loud. You have Ice Cube and Chris Tucker. A Day in the Hood. Very, very funny. Basically, it's about the struggles of living in the ghettos, and how it's not all sad like Boys in the Hood. You know, Boys in the Hood is a very good movie. It's not all sad. You have good times. You have friends. You have family. Yes, you do have obstacles like shown in the movie, but it's just funny. If you haven't seen it, I would definitely go watch it. The sequels, don't worry about the sequels. Just watch the original Friday. Chris Tucker, Ice Cube. Classic comedy. Doesn't get much better than that. So, number 3, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the original 90s. Now, like this one, the sequels, you can miss out on the sequels. It's okay. The reboot, you can watch the reboot, but it has nothing on this. From the suits, to the storyline, to the character development of each individual turtle, to Danny, to Casey Jones, to April O'Neil, from their relationship, to the relationship of the Turtles with their Master Splinter, and their Master Splinter with Shredder. So many angles the movie plays off of. It's an awesome awesome movie from the 90s where the special effects aren't really great and the suits, but it works. It looks awesome. It's a kids movie that you can sit as an adult and say, this is a badass movie. You got 4 big turtles running around New York City when they're doing a hockey mask, just beating up ninjas left and right. Definitely a movie you need to watch. Ninja Turtles, one of my childhood favorites. Still in my top 5. Number 2 is the most badass, kick-ass, smart, rich superheroes of all time. The best superhero of all time. Batman, The Dark Knight. Not The Dark Knight Rises, because that's crap. But The Dark Knight, the best sequel of all time. The perfect movie. And this comes in the number 2 spot because you have the best Batman of all time besides Kevin Conroy as the animated series Batman. You have the best Joker of all time besides Mark Hamill and the animated series. The best live action Batman movie of all time. I don't care if Batman vs. Superman is not going to top it. Even though it's going to be an excellent movie, I hope no Batman movie will ever beat this. Basics of the movie: you have Batman running around being badass, and the Joker sees, well, he's badass. Let me see how much chaos and how much I can fuck up this dude's life. And the Joker sees a lot. So, 5-star performances from Heath Ledger. Rest in peace. Must check this out. If you're a comic book fan, or if you're just a fan of movies, you take the makeup and the cape and the cowl off of Batman and the Joker, you have a kick-ass cop movie. Definitely watch Dark Knight. Last but not least, what I think is the perfect movie ever. The perfect mafia movie. The perfect character of all time. That's Tony Montana and Scarface. And this is an Al Pacino film. Al Pacino is the lead role. Not an Al Pacino film, but Al Pacino is the star of the movie. Basically, it's about the American dream. And he comes here with nothing, makes something of himself. He has everything except for love. And that's the one thing he really wants, you know? You have the money, you have the cars, you have the clothes, but he doesn't have love. So this is basically his rise to power, him getting greedy, and his pursuit to love and happiness. And there's a lot of guns, blood, and cussing, and badass in the movie. So nothing gets better than a love story mixed in with a mafia story, which is kick-ass. Scarface. Top 5 favorite movies: Scarface, The Dark Knight, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Friday, and coming at number 5, Django Unchained. Definitely watch these movies if you haven't watched them. This is my top 5. Not top 5 movies of all time. That may be a list for another day. But those are Stash top 5 favorite movies. This is Stash Views. Like, subscribe, comment, favorite, share the video. Thank you. Appreciate it. Stash out.